Hello everybody, to another stream of the Cyclone from Sonic Adventure 2. I do believe I will be able to finish it today on this stream. First things first, I'm gonna just jump out real quick to go get the link and be able to notify the Discord. Copy that link. Ooh, well, I'm going to the Discord and I see some bad news from Pro Tyler. He has to get a new 3D printer. Keeps on overheating. Yikes. You can't turn it on anymore. Damn, that's hard. Sad to hear. Alright, well, let me go to the announcement section. Call up streaming notifications. Alright. Back into Streamlabs, and I see VicVet is here. VicVet is often one of the first ones here. Welcome. We are moving. These two pieces, especially this front one, oh man, some bad stuff happened to those. So all morning I have been working on fixing mostly non-manifold edges. So let's talk about non-manifold edges for a moment. Hello everybody, let me catch up and see what chat says. Pro Tyler's here, Julian's here, Fandom's here, YBZ's here. Welcome. By definition of what I have planned today, it will not be a 6-hour stream because I have rehearsal tonight. And I have rehearsal in 5.5 hours. We'll see. Maybe we could do a 5.5-hour stream. If I'm feeling it again. I mean, that's the thing. You guys were watching. So many of you guys were watching. We had an average of 10 the whole time. I couldn't stop. That was too fun. Let's talk about non-manifold edges. So, when you make things the way that you've been seeing me build them, there is a risk of the edges getting messy from all the booleans and all the game geometry and stuff. And there was an especially weird thing that happened where, because I moved the thing forward for better balance, it did a bunch of weird things with the booleans. So one of the biggest problems is, ooh, my graphics driver is making some weird lines there, but whatever. So let's say you have a face here of geometry, and then if you want to make like a corner of a cube, here's two faces of that cube, right? Well, it's possible, let me do this in red to show you a bad thing. It's possible to have this edge that should only have those two connections. You can have another face coming off of it, something like that. This here is called a non-manifold edge. It means that there is more than two faces coming off of it. And that was happening everywhere because once I moved that object, something about the history of the booleans messed up and everything was just a mess. I had to go through and find it and like guess and check. When you watch the video, I recorded all of it, all the frustration, but I didn't want to do that on stream. So what I was doing was just trying to find out where these objects were visually and then like cut different parts of them and then bring them into Bamboo Labs to see if it still felt they were non-manifold, and it was a mess. But that's all done now. I got that done this morning. So here we go. You are not very late, Votable Globe. No, you did, Vic. You did not miss much in those 5 seconds. I was just notifying the Discord and things. All right, so where we left off. Oh, check this out. I printed the gun. Check it out. So it's not glued together yet. Let's get this video bigger. So it all printed nicely. And this is going to be able to just glue into this little slot right here. And there we go. That's the upgrade with the ball joint. And this is gonna fall out, so I'm gonna take it out. But the ball joint works. And that is going to be able to sit on top of the Cyclone like that. So thank you to Fandom for suggesting I do a ball joint instead of my stupidly complicated 4-magnet setup that I was considering. So there's that upgrade. I'm actually going to add a little bit more reinforcement to the back here. You'll see it in the 3D model once I get back into Maya. I already did that. And then here's the piece of the bazooka that goes over the front, so you can have your upgrade. Probably do upgrades as a separate kit for sale on Etsy. Here's the engine. The engine will, this isn't cut out yet. This was just the prototype part. You guys saw me cut it out yesterday. So this engine will go right in here, and it's going to be nice and light because I made it hollow. I printed it like this. So just being smart about putting everything together into a nice lightweight kit that the legs should be able to support. Sure. Clipping of the gun, that'd be great. So somebody asked, VicFet, does it work with Sonic 2 Tails? Because it looks more like Adventure Tails. I don't know. What does Sonic do? Do you mean Sonic 2 Movie Tails? I don't think I can check. I don't think I have one. So basically, I take the tail off of Tails, and then he fits in kind of hollow inside like a G.I. Joe vehicle. And the feet just fit in slightly perfectly. Yeah, so I don't know about the movie Tails. I'd have to buy one to try it. All right. What's up, Olson? What's up, Kevin? Welcome to the stream. All right. Well, all the hard, boring stuff is out of the way. I was working on it since like 9 a.m. I fixed up all the messed up geometry that was in here. It wasn't worth streaming. A lot of head scratching at that time. So I built this so that it should just be able to glue on and be a nice base here, but we need to start making that functional so that it can rotate. Let's go over to our test pieces here. As you remember from yesterday, after much trial and error, we figured out the 101.5% size works perfect for this joint. The magnets fit perfectly. So these are going to be our joints for the legs. Here's the thing. I don't know. Let's say this was the base. Maybe I want this to rotate more freely. And so I'm thinking of using this 101% version that just has like some slight pressure. Just so you can kind of, or maybe it should just go on its own. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that it would be more satisfying to have a clicking motion with the same strength of the legs for that? Or do you think it would be better like with none at all, or this middle ground? So like this one just kind of clicks into place. I don't think it feels good. I feel like it feels broken. I'd rather it just freely rotate or have the clickability of the legs. What do you think? Maybe people who are doing stop motion would prefer it to be fully rotatable without clicking. I guess I could give an option. Yeah, let's give people the option, because I would prefer it with a click. But I know some people want to do stop motion with this, so we'll do both. Okay. Well, actually, as far as holding him up, the click isn't going to affect it, because the part that's going to connect, let's say this was the piece that we're talking about, the click is only affecting this rotation. So I think I'm gonna just give both options. It won't hurt. I did not see Tito's sneak peek. What's up, Velocity Studios? What if you made Sonic cool and Tails is Wolverine because the new movie is really popular? Yeah, that could be cool. Doing Boom Sonic, huh? Let's take a look at that before we get started. Oh, nice. The little bandana. Yeah, pretty cool. All right.
Cops love
I started watching Legal Eagle.
getting videotaped. They'll never admit it, but they...
Legal Eagle talking about First Amendment auditors. That's not what we're doing right now. All right. Let's get to it. So, this one I have scaled to 1.015. And let's see, I want to take off part of the shape. I want to give an annotation here. Perfect joint. Oops. Perfect joint snap settings. And I'm just going to make a Boolean cut on this. Cut this out. Spaces. Mesh. Triangulate. Set this the pivot center. Be right here. So we've got a nice clean shape for that, and I'm actually moving the pivot up this way. And then the piece that fit perfectly into that, I believe, is this one. So let's duplicate this. Actually, I'm not confident if that's right. Hold up. Yeah, it was this piece that got the different sizes. Thank you, Portable Globe. Tell your friends. Yeah, so this must be the right export that I did. Let me look at where's the piece that I already had the magnet in? Oh yeah, see? I didn't remember what I did yesterday, but I made those 4 points on it. And that helped me remember which one I need. So it is this one. Create another cube. Oh, that's not good. I think we want this before it all got merged together. Dang. Oh no. Huh. Now I've got a problem. I don't have the right situation to cut cleanly here. Oh, dang. We need all... Oh, here's what we can do. Check this out. I'm going to be a little clever here. Expand the selection all the way. This is a tough problem. I'll do this. Now we have all of this. And I'll delete the rest. And yeah, okay, this is gonna be stupid, but kind of clever. I'm gonna expand the selection here. So we have just this. I'm gonna move this up. Yeah, this is cool. All right. And then I'm gonna cut the faces across it. Delete these faces. I should have been cleaner about this originally. But live and learn. And now we need to take this whole object, move it over to one of the other ones, and just get the height back to being correct. I should have thought that through smarter when I originally made it. And this part needs to go down there. There we go. Now we have a clean shape. I just need to fix the bottom of it. Mesh extrude. All right. So now I need to be extra careful because I had all those manifold edge or non-manifold edge problems. So I'm gonna triangulate this. File, export selection. We'll make it joint test. Save delete. Ooh, look at this. This is getting close to done. 72%. This is on high quality too, so that's gonna come out soon. Nice. This is what I'm printing after that. But we are going to drag in the joint test that we just made to make sure that there are no issues with the mesh. All right, confirmed. There are not. I'd hate to put that in a bunch of my meshes and then be like, oh, that part had a problem. Let me catch up on chat real quick. I am excited for the Sonic 3 movie. Julian raised their hand. Hello, Hassan Terrell. Says, hi there, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you as well. Also, who does everybody main in Smash Bros? I main Piranha Plant, believe it or not. Alright, let's see. So now I have these two shapes that we can start building with. Modify center pivot. Now we'll be able to take these and add them and know that they're functional because of all those tests that we did. And I'm going to put the pivot at the bottom of this one again. On it and pressed S on accident. All right, so let's just leave these down here so we can grab them as needed as we go. And let's select these. Isolate all that. Actually, well, let's make sure that transformations are frozen on this, then I'll Take it over here. And now I need to think what part needs to be the holding part, and what part needs to be the cap. I think it needs to be, yeah, so it doesn't fall out. We'll put the nail part at the upper part. Make it a little extra tall. Okay, that seems simple enough. Let's duplicate these just so we have a backup in case something goes wrong, and then we will Boolean union these. Mesh, triangulate. Hello, Martin. Thank you very much. Always appreciate you having it on the background. Helps me out a lot. Hello, Tabitha. I heard you got a bird the other day. Alright, so now this is going to go up here. Ooh, what is the center here? Oh, the center should be the center. Oh, shoot. I don't actually know what the center is going to be here. Maybe it is just this, because it was all from the same object. Well, you know what? Here's what we have to do. We have to put it at the center of this. And move this guy back here. I have not, Julian. Unfortunately. I've been looking at least a few times a week, no dice. Seems like everybody's getting it now except me. So this one actually needs to be embedded inside of here. Play around with this. Yeah, so it looks like that vertex right there in the center had nothing to do with the center of that object, luckily, so good thing I thought to do that. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get this negative shape that I didn't even think about. So this needs to be cut out from it. So we're going to do... So move this down. Take this and then do a difference. And now you see this we can now cut out of other shapes. So I actually really want to duplicate that and keep it as one of these example shapes over here. So that's going to be handy. Yeah, actually. I might redo the egg pond with magnets. I think definitely. And maybe on my FDM printer instead of resin too, because it doesn't do a good job on the resin printer. Alright, now I should be able to cut this out of there. That should be good. Put this back to center. Let's just make sure that it is centered. Yeah, look at that. You can tell those two shapes are coming together very nicely. And one thing I want to do is enforce a little bit of a gap here. So I'm going to take these vertices and I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. What that's going to do is make it so that this doesn't fully fit, like there's going to be a little gap here, meaning that it'll always have a tiny little space so the plastic isn't rubbing against itself. Oh nice, getting Skylander's Mega Blocks. I will use a magnet for the 360 spin. I assume by 360 spin you mean non-clicking. Yeah, I don't want it coming out. I do want like the amount of force that it takes to get these two apart. I want that holding them together still, even if it doesn't have the click. This is just to make sure that there ends up being a little gap right here so that the magnets are touching, kind of pushing them up. Alright, so let's triangulate this and export it, and we'll just make sure that it doesn't have any issues. Call this rotation, cockpit rotation. And I'm actually going to save this file, because this is not going to be the next print. I'm actually going to test print that rotating section. Did it save? What did I save? Cyclone? Oh no. Oh, it automatically saved over the last thing I did. Dang it. I did not want that. Save project as is what I wanted. Hello. Yeah, I'm sitting. Cyclone. Call it cockpit panels. And we'll delete these things. We'll bring in what I just exported because I'm eventually going to actually do that as the next print. What did I just save it as, though? Cockpit rotation. All right, no errors. And I think I'm going to print it at this orientation. Yeah, that's good. Let's go back into Maya. Now we're gonna start adding joints for the legs. How exciting. Let's hide that. We got a little section here that we can do this with. Duplicate. Uh-oh. Where are the objects I had over here? glancing at the chat, I'm seeing some real sad stuff. Sorry to hear about that. Where did my... Did I accidentally hide them? Oh my gosh. I deleted more stuff. How is this happening all the time? Let me go see if there's any backup saves that happen to catch it. Wait a second. Oh man. I done a dumb thing. This is the scene that I was working on to clean stuff up. Shoot. Gosh, now I've got two separate files where I did different things. Oh, never mind. We're completely good. I continued working in this file. So this is the one you guys have been watching me make. Yeah, okay, we're good. So this is my tail Cyclone Boolean cleanup. And this one is a previous version of the scene. So we are good. That scared me. I thought we lost more stuff like what was happening yesterday. Oh, sorry, I missed your message, fandom. How did Gemerald come out? The pieces are still needing to be cured. Because remember, I was behind on the... or I forgot to print the legs. But I do have a test of the head. I'll be right back. You know what happened when I got up and I walked back? I stepped on the little controller for it. Then that muted it. Thank you for the heads up. So yeah, basically what I was saying is these are the cake pops. It's a little bit loose. I might replace it with magnets. And also he seems a little bit short. And he's going to end up being this tall, which should be about the height of Tails, which is what I planned. But his head just looks so small. So we'll see once I get it finished. I'm still on mute? According to this, I'm not muted. But I might be seeing chat late. Chat seems to get behind sometimes. Not still meaning that you can hear me. I assume that's what you mean. So perfect. All right. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. All right. So let's duplicate. Or I don't think I need to duplicate these now because I didn't, in fact, lose them. Oh no, I did use those up. So let's just have these. Let's have these guys duplicated and moved down to the center so it's easier to grab them. Gotcha, okay. Alright, so for this next part, I want the legs to slot into it, so this piece is going to be part of the body here. so. Get an idea of where we want to place all of this. So I'll move this about right here. I think I'll just put it all the way inside like so. Well, that begs another question. Do I even bother with this piece? I think for the sake of making it a good compact toy, this is going to need to be more of a facade. So let's move this out of the way. Let's just put this in the right spot that we want. And I have to make sure that none of this geometry in here gets caught. So, it's hard to see. So this is about how far it needs to be for that. Yeah, that's not going to work either. I need to cut off parts of this shape. Oh, that's kind of a hassle. How do I want to do this? I want this to be like this, so I need to get another sphere or cylinder and cut that out of here. Alright, let's just do it instead of complaining about it. I'm going to shove that in the center right here. And we're going to use this as a reference for where we want to cut out of the body. Get it about the same width. And I know that I want to cut out this much. Oh, I've got a tough problem here. I think what I actually want is to just get this shape here booleaned in. And then I'll cut it out. So duplicate this. This to negative something. There we go. Yeah, and then I'll move this piece back. Just because there is a little bit of design to it there that I'd like to keep. Make it looking good and mechanical. Now we'll boolean this whole shape together. You're back with chat, Martin? What do you mean by that I'm back with chat? I know you think this is boring, but I find it fascinating. Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Uh-oh. Look, I just found another problem. What is that? Some kind of geometry here. It's not good. I'm going to take these two faces. I'm just going to scale them down. Because I know where this needs to go. It needs to just be flat at the bottom. It must have been like some kind of weird geometry that was intersecting there that I didn't notice. That should still work there. Got these boolean together. What's up, High Speed Chase? Yeah, missed too much. We're just getting like more of these mechanical parts together. So it's actually gonna start functioning. Oh, smart, fandom. An idea for a caterpillar toy with magnets like in the games. You can separate all the different segments. Love it. I wanted to do that with like a pokey from Sonic. Or Sonic. From Super Mario. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, thank you, E Scrubby, for making me do these joint idea. Not making me, giving me the joint idea. Now I can finally finish my Womp as well. Maybe I'll do a little bit of that on stream if I get bored of this. Alright, so now that we have just a nice solid shape put together, I do want to do a test because I got paranoid about all the work that I had to do this morning to fix all the non-manifold edges and stuff. Now I just want to test it at each stage of the process. So bring it back in here. And great. So we have not screwed anything up yet. I saw somebody ask a question about what if Jakks made... Oh, Julian says, yo, what if Jakks made a Cyclone that could transform or add pieces to it, like the Eggmobile? Yeah, that'd be cool. Probably be expensive. So many people have made Gamma that I'm afraid I'm just not interested in it. But I will. I think I'll do Gamma with these types of joints. These are working out well enough. So like for his elbows, I'll do these. But then E-Scrubby actually used model joints for his that he said worked much better. Like these hobby joints. So I might try that. I'll probably continue with Gamma. Because since I'm doing all the Sonic Adventure upgrades, I gotta have Gamma for my collection. So I guess I started answering your question with probably not, and then changed it to yeah, probably. I just feel like I kind of lost the zeitgeist of it because so many other people did theirs. I want to make things that like nobody else is making, you know. All right. So we're gonna want to cut this out. But notice how the fan blades are there? Let me just pull that in just so I don't have any issues with that. Oh, Julian's working on the Junio Sonic. Nice. High Speed Chase says, I need to finish modeling the accessories for my Resource Gamma. I found it at my local comic book store for $9. Whoa! Holy cow, nice. That's a good deal. I was happy I recently found this. They had it for sale for $20, but it was on sale for $13. It's just a 2.5-inch Jazzware Shadow, Super Shadow. So I got the... I don't really collect the 2.5 sizes. These are a little more than 2.5, huh? Anyway, I don't generally collect this scale, but I want to get that. Yeah, how much does the Resource one usually go for? Hundreds, right? Alright, so if we take a look at this, we've got... Oh, that just looks solid. Yeah. That's a good solid base. I just see it functioning looking at it like this. Over 500. Holy cow. Alright, I think I like that. Let's combine these now. I think that's good. I like it. Mesh, triangulate. File, export selection. Do the hip space again. Alright, no issues with like non-manifold faces or anything. Let's lay it on this face. Yeah, since I'm only probably going to be selling kits of these and not, you know, full-on like painted ones, I more want people to download this and print it themselves. So I'm making extra sure to make sure that it all prints well. There's just no good way to rotate this guy though. Because I realize there's no flat surface here. If I just do these numbers, maybe I can get it just the right rotation. And then rotate like this. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Because then I can have supports on the bottom. Yeah. Ooh, this looks like it's going to print well. I will do a tutorial, yeah. It'll be like a detailed tutorial on how to put the kit together. Do you think it's possible to print an American football outfit for tree wrecks? Yeah, that's totally possible. I could 3D scan it and then draw the model on top of it like I do a lot of my clothes. Oh, okay. Fandom thinks that this is 3.75 inches. Well, this is definitely isn't 3. Oh, maybe it is. It still feels around closer to 2 inches, but like look at this one. This is the 2-inch shadow movie. It's only slightly taller. I don't know if that's enough to make it 3.75 inches. But I'm sorry, Sparkle Wolf. What I mean is I do intend to make kits of this and sell them, just not painted ones. So making it easier for myself. But I just don't know how quickly I'll be able to make them because I anticipate 14 hours of printing. And it's not just like 14 hours and let it be. It's 4 hours, take the parts off, 4 hours. So it's like I have to be diligent about working with those pieces too because I mean, it doesn't look that big, but you know, this is going to add up to be pretty big. Yeah, Julian, let's try the playlist you made. Yes, Photo Globe, it is Super Shadow. Oh, welcome, Chaos Element. Man, there's a lot of good chat going on today that I apologize if I've missed any questions or anything. I don't have a character to use as a... Sorry, I'm having troubles reading because there's a heart in the way of your message. Fandom says, not gonna lie, I kind of want you to make a gamma because if I don't have a character, I use a piece of printed paper. Oh, for some reason I was thinking you had a resource or something, Fandom. Oh yeah, maybe I'll work a little bit on gamma today. There's a lot of things I want to work on. All right, so this is done, but I also want to make the one that rotates for people who want to do more intentional movement. And what I'm going to do is just make a cylinder in there and cut it out. Make it nice and easy, and it'll just be the magnet that kind of keeps it in place. Oh man, this mesh is dense. Top view is not correct. Oh yeah, this is the top view. For some reason I was thinking that it was all messed up. Give this like 200. So what I'm making right now is a nice smooth edge one. So that people who don't want the snapping can avoid the snapping. cut this out. Mesh triangulate. File, export selection, and we'll make this hip space. We'll just call it free rotation. Cool. So that's done for both versions. Julian, where did you send that playlist? On Discord? While I'm waiting for a response to that, let's check out Sparkle Wolf's Iblis. Some good progress on this. Looking sick. Iblis is such a character that I have troubles defining, like understanding what different parts he has. Seems like a tough custom to make for that reason. Oh yeah, here's Fandom's picture. It is just a printout. I love that paint job on Chaos. All right, yeah, let's get you a Gamma, Fandom. Get you a Gamma. Gamma. All right, but back to the matter at hand. Oh, okay. So Julian, it's not showing in chat. Oh, it's on Discord. Okay. In general chat, yes, there it is. All right. So this is Julian's playlist. Ooh, I like it so far. Welcome, Wisp the Geek. David Fernandez says, when do you think you're going to restock Sir Lancelot? Is that what you guys want? You guys want more Sir Lancelot? Somebody say Sir Lancelot? Yes, so Sir Lancelot's, I think we have 5. Will be going on sale at the same time as the Doom Wings, which will be one sale after the next one. So the next sale we're doing is Sonic Adventure stuff, the upgrades. And that'll be, you know what, guys? It's happening this weekend. Official announcement. Yeah, you're right, Sparkle. That is Lance a lot. But yeah, so we will have about 5 Sir Lancelots during the sale with the Doom Wings. This weekend, though, is all about Sonic Adventure upgrades and Froggies. Kevin says, Seiko wanted to buy a resin printer, but I know the resin has a smell. Do you think the smell is strong and overwhelming? Yes, it is. Let me tell you a few things about resin. I always wear a mask. There's a certain type of mask that needs to... I forget what it's like. There's like a term, organic filter, that I think it needs. It's... I don't know if you can see it. It's... Oh yeah, it's right here in the screen. I use that mask. I also have fans that blow it out from my basement to the window. And then always wear gloves. I should wear an apron, but I don't. That the smell is very strong, and it's what's known as a desensitizer, which means some people, though, they might touch it. You know, sometimes I get it on my fingers and stuff, and I always want to wash it right away. But it's a desensitizer, which means even if you don't have any reaction at first, it can get worse over time and sometimes suddenly. So you want to be very, very careful with resin. Take every precaution, even if it seems like you're being too careful. Just do it. Ever since I found out it was a desensitizer, because before it was like I would wear gloves, but sometimes it would get on my hands, and I didn't worry about it too much. And I started getting allergic reactions that had to do with the summer here in this new place. It had nothing to do with the printing, but then it started making me look up, like, why am I having these allergic reactions suddenly? And then I found out you can have these allergic feeling reactions even after years of using resin and having no effects. So, long story short, yes, it's rough, it's dangerous. There's a big stench to it. And yeah, you gotta be careful. Jude says, is there a place I can send STLs to print for you? You can reach out on Discord. I'll print STLs for people if they're easy to print. If I have to put any kind of work into them, that's going to take more time that I don't necessarily have time for. But if it's something that will print easily, I'm happy to make a custom order on Etsy and get you something printed. But not big stuff. Big stuff just takes way too long on the printers and way too prone to failure. So as long as it's something kind of small, I'm happy to work out a deal on Etsy for a custom order. The Discord, if anybody's looking for it, whether selling or for STLs or not, just look down below in the description of this video. There's going to be a link that says my website, Useful Links. It's steaksource.com/useful links. And on that will be a link to the Discord, and just message me on there. All right. So let's get started on the actual legs now. So we've built it so that the pivot is right here. And let's start thinking about how these legs actually need to move. Is Birdie from Adventure not just the Flecky that already exists? I always just assumed they were, but the fact that you're asking that means they must be different characters. Then I wasn't aware of that. Oh, eScrubby is already making them. Also, I don't hear the printer anymore. Oh, it's 97. No, it is 100% done. Sweet. So we just had a piece finish. I'll be right back. The print failed again. Yeah, so you can see, you get the camera bigger again. Bummer. Yeah, this whole section just kind of failed. You can see this part here is not existing on the other side. But one good thing that comes out of this is we can now test our fit for these little wings that go on it. The fit does not seem to be good, actually. Oh no, perfect. So, at least we learned that the fit for these pieces, the estimation that I made, will let them glue together nicely. So, it looks really cool with this wing. I'm happy about that. So, at least we have that. But like I said, that's what's going to be tough about making these as a kit, because this just went for, what, 2 hours and 14 minutes, and it failed. And it failed on the side the camera wasn't looking at, so I wasn't able to see that it failed, because you can see it shows a camera in here. And unfortunately, that would have just been 2 hours wasted when I'm trying to make these, you know, it's a big production, you know. Yeah, bummer. Anyway, we'll just reprint that, but we're going to get another print going right now, which is these guys. So let's preview, see what it's going to do for supports. That all looks acceptable to me. So let's print plate. And here's like the random piece that broke off. It's like it broke off while printing, and then it like just left a lot of that weird fluff. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, let's get down to business here. Julian says, steak, I made a question. What do you mean by that? All right, so next I'm putting the pivot point right here so I can see exactly what this is going to look like when it rotates. So let's put this here. I'm going to delete this object. Now I want to check the pivot point of this, which I will make. Let's see. Move this guy down like this. Because we want to make sure that it does good pivoting for folding up, right? So, oops. What I'm doing right now is parenting different objects to it. All right, so if we rotate this now as a test, when we want to fold it up, this part's going to go up like so. Hey, this was supposed to be a child of that. There we go. So now this rotates up. And then this part will rotate up like this. And you can already see that we've got problems with that. So those pieces are going to intersect. How do I want to do this? Oh, Julian had a question about the Lancelot kit. I wonder if the Sir Lancelot kit fits the Sonic body because I'm working on a Shadow custom, but using Sonic for the body. Yeah, very likely not. Because the back of the helmet, well, we could just try it. Let me see if I can find a Sonic near me. And let me grab one of the helmets. Well, here's a prototype helmet. This part I do know fits Shadow. Oh. It kind of does. Check this out. There's like some pressure here that pops it forward, but this will glue into place. So like, if I put it here, it's like the way that this isn't wide enough, but it bends enough. It's just a little bit of pressure. And yeah, so it does fit on a Sonic if you are so inclined. I don't know if the hands will fit. Let's see. Do I have any spare hands here? I also don't know about the feet. Let's see if the feet will fit. With some sanding, you can make it fit. So yeah, they're actually closer in size than I thought, but I wouldn't guarantee it as a sale. Like if I was selling these, if somebody wanted to buy a kit from me, I'd probably say like, yeah, it's not going to work for Sonic because I can't guarantee that. Oh, the chest. I'll reach out to me on Discord later because I don't want to keep getting up from my chair during the stream and having to take my headphones off and stuff. But it's possible you can make it work, you know. It all depends on how much work you want to put into it, you know, as a customizer. But looking at it, it probably would. Alright, so already, you know, I already moved this piece over. And it didn't really pan out. And we also have to worry about... Ah, man, this is going to be tough. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to start building out these legs. And once I have more final geometry, that's when I'll actually go through and decide, like, oh, this or that needs to change. Instead of speculating about it at this point. So let's do exactly that. We will separate this object. So we have just this. And that is very kind of you to say, fandom. That's weird. What is this piece? Oh, they're both just right here. Okay. So break those out. So what do we have? Yeah, we have just this shape. I think this will print well as a single object. So that's nice. Mesh, combine. Edit mesh, merge. Mesh, quadrangulate. I think I will make this a separate printed object though, just to make things simpler. Mesh. Separate. Flicky used to be its own franchise? That's interesting. This guy. There's something weird going on with the geometry here. Like this shouldn't be, when we actually print it, we don't want this to be that sharp. Ew, that does not look good. Gonna extract this. I'm just gonna make a shape inspired by it, but is thicker. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna make that out of a cube. S model actually makes the wings wider. Oh, Frontiers. Oh, makes the wings wider. The Frontiers model makes the wings wider. Gotcha. Yeah, that'll be good for 3D printing. Oh, nice. Chaos says the previous voice of Knuckles was the voice of Eyebrow. That's funny. I'm just going to Boolean merge that in once it's done. Nice and easy. Alright, where do I want to split this? Take this vertex down here. Pan the polygon for this triangle. Okay, cool. Alright, so I'm going to be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, and I'll see you guys in a second. And grab more water, too. Sorry about that. Martin McBride says, this is a hobby or living for you? It's a little more than a hobby, because I'm making some money off of Etsy. Definitely comes at a time when I need a little bit of extra income, so it works out. But my job is as a technical artist on NBA 2K, so it is in the same style of career. But yeah, this alone is not my entire job. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna flatten out the scale a little bit. Just make this nice and flat. Am I scaling in the right? I want world. Oh, it looks like it's already flat. Okay. Alright, let's start adding detail to this piece. Oh, thank you very much, Highwell. That was very kind of you to say. I am. This is good. So everybody, the playlist that we're listening to right now is from Julian. Good choices of music. I like it. That's right, Martin. So I'm going to make these cuts with the same thickness as I did for the panels of the body of the ship. So it's all going to have the same design feel. So you can see how I'm tracing along the lines of the texture. And this isn't clean geometry. You wouldn't. This is only good for what we're doing here, which is just trying to make these panels that are going to get 3D printed. That's something you guys got to remember when you watch me if you're interested in 3D modeling. I'm doing a lot of stuff that I know I'm not supposed to do. But there are specific reasons I am doing things in the wrong way. No, I don't have rehearsal until 6, and it's only 1:40 for me right now. So we're good, thank you. Oops, I need another one right here. Oh yeah, I could do that. It seems kind of relatively easy. Making SBO's weapons. I don't actually know what they look like off the top of my head. And I want to stay focused on this, I'm not going to look them up, but I'll check that out later. Certainly is a possibility. So I want to bevel all these lines that I've created now. Oh, smart. Is that a line there? No, that's just for the texture. Alright. Oh, I see I forgot a line. No, that's okay. I think this will be good. Just random detail. Edit mesh, bevel. And I think I had it at 0.25? No, it must have been at 0.5. Let's compare those bevels. Yeah, so I want the same beveled edge as that. Yeah, totally, Wisp. They would be a relatively easy effort to make, right? Things that just sell kind of quickly. If you guys didn't see what I was doing yesterday, I'm kind of drawing on the texture with these cutouts, and then selecting the faces and extruding them from it so that it kind of gives us paneling in 3D prints that was in the texture. So if I edit mesh, extrude, and I know that I wanted to make it 1 so it's consistent with everything. There we go. When we look at it like this, we got just nice paneling that fits. Yeah, I like that. What's this song playing? Says YBZ. It is Sonic You Can Do Anything from Sonic the Hedgehog CD, original soundtrack 20th anniversary edition. And yep, here is YBZ's Pumpkin coming out in your next shipment. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to, oh, you know what maybe I'll just shift all this over so that it'll fit. And that way we can still keep that kind of iconic shape of it getting wider down at the bottom. Oh, the previous one, Julian, was called Sonic Boom Ending Version. Let's get this guy back in here so we can start doing a cutout. I'm going to lift it up a little. Oh, awesome. So you're making a whole-on diorama for Pumpkin Hill, yeah? want to get this all just scaled flat, just so I have a nice flat surface to cut out. Got these little vent pieces here. Dig this song. It feels very 80s. I don't know when it's actually from. Alright, we gotta create these little boxes now for that vent. So I want to be smarter about this. So I want to get these in a good spot where I can make them very visible, but I also want to make them evenly spaced. So I don't want to do this by hand. So I'm going to modify, freeze transformations, duplicate, do one movement by hand, so like right here. And so now if I duplicate, modify, freeze transformations, I'll do the same values from there, and look at that. We've got evenly spaced cubes now. It doesn't look evenly spaced though. Tell you what, instead of doing that, I will move this to where I think it should go. I'll add an edge loop. Right where I want that cut to be. Now, I'll duplicate this, and then we can move it exactly where we want by matching up that line. It doesn't seem right. Oh, it's because the height is different, yeah. So now that I've chosen this height, I'll do another edge loop in here. So now when I duplicate this, it's what a janky way to do this, but it works. But now this needs to change angle, so do kind of the same thing in that now I'm going to select these edges. And I think I still want the same height difference, so this should actually just work as is. Oh no, because it's a different angle. Maybe a rotation would be good here. I'm trying to make it so that the edges of this are like the same distance away through this whole thing. I think I like that. And if I follow that same pattern, yeah, I think that'll be good. Kind of a silly way of like doing it by hand, but at the same time kind of accurately. I don't know. I can take all these and just like do another whole duplication of them. All the way down. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's kind of a small detail, so I'm not too concerned. Hey, what's up, Bassdraw? Bassdraw is one of the best 3D modelers that I know. I used to work with him on games such as Jedi Challenges. I think this one I'm going to cheat and rotate a little bit this way. Yeah, I think that works well. Little vents there. Bassdraw especially knows all the rules that I'm breaking here. I'm doing a lot of bad things. This is the progress on this. Got a quarter of the way done already. Alright, so I need to start thinking about the structure of how this attaches here, because this is a big gap, you see. But I need that gap to be here because I've shifted. So here's what the original game model does, but that's impossible in real life, obviously, so we got to make it into a toy. But I don't want too much of a gap here because I want it to fold up. It's going to be a tough one. I think I'll just make like a little cube that comes off. Just a beveled cube. I'll line this up with the center of our joint. We're going to make it as small as possible while still having a good structure. That's right, Bassdraw. Rules, schmools. Yeah, that won't be bad. It just looks like a little mechanical part. I think I like that. And I mean, I'm not gonna do just the cube. I'm gonna bevel it, but I just didn't know if I wanted like a cylinder piece there or not. But I think more cube-like is gonna be more appropriate for this piece. Maybe a little less bevel there. Yeah, and I can even make this a little fancier too. I can, just take a couple of these faces and say edit mesh, extrude. Just give it a little bit of design. In fact, I'm kind of inspired to maybe have like a little reinforcement here too. So I'll add some edge loops. That could be like an extrusion here. Yeah, look at that. So this was just something that I had to make out of necessity. I like it. I might even just take this whole bit down here. Here. I need these pieces as well. Yeah, it's cool. I like that. Oh man, we got 15 viewers. I feel like I want to do something to celebrate that. What can we do to celebrate that though? let's do a giveaway. Let's give an ugly Sonic ice cream giveaway. So, many of you have seen this before. This one's not glued together, but we got Ugly Sonic. I forget who suggested Ugly Sonic. Is it Nitro Grenade? I don't remember. But you know, sometimes I do, or I just did it once, the Wheel of Ice Cream, where I took your suggestions and made ice creams. I think the day that we do the stream for the sale for Sonic Adventure upgrades, I'm going to do another ice cream stream. Let's give away one of these as we drop back down to 13 viewers. But 15 viewers. So, what's up, Fast Snacko? Yeah, this is a horror beyond all imagination. It's a 3D print of Ugly Sonic ice cream, as if he was an ice cream. Not glued together yet. Go ahead and only enter if you are 18 or older. You have to be within the continental United States, just because the cost of shipping. And this is a contest. There is no purchase necessary. You cannot hold YouTube liable for any of this. This is all just put on by me. Those are the rules that I have to put together for any kind of contest. So, let's get everybody who qualifies with what I just said to say Ugly Sonic yes in the chat, and we'll get the wheel going to do a giveaway. Let me pull up the wheel. Wheel of Names, that's what I'm looking for. So here's what we did with the Wheel of Names before, which was for choosing what Sonic ice creams to make. So let's see, we have Fast Snacko. If you're in the UK and want to participate in this, if you meet all those other qualifications and are willing to pay the shipping. I was going to cover the shipping for the giveaway in the United States, but if you want to pay for the shipping to the UK, then I'll allow you to enter. So let's see. We got YBZ. We got Fandom. We got Chaos Element. Julian is not old enough yet. Sorry about that. I gotta keep the rules. Gotta keep the rules fair. Base Straw. Base Straw, I'm considering that an entry. Pro Tyler says, what? I don't know. What are you saying what to? You guys gotta say, you guys gotta give details when you ask what, because I don't know what y'all are asking about. Alright, I'm gonna give everybody 10 more seconds. Oh, Pro Tyler, I'm doing a giveaway of the Ugly Sonics. I will let Pro Tyler enter because Pro Tyler's mom has reached out to me and given me a blanket okay for it. So technically this will be Pro Tyler's mom entering. And you know what? Anybody who has a guardian who will approve this before sending. So like if you win and then your parents say no, I'm not going to send it to you. But you got to have your parents reach out to me through email at giveaway1000@stegosaurus.com. I will allow under 18 to enter if your guardian emails me. So I'll give you guys another 15 seconds to get your entries in. Five more seconds. All right, here we go. Who is going to win for our 15 viewer giveaway? Oh, it's not even showing it. Fandom, congratulations. Let me write that down so I don't forget, because sometimes I forget about giveaways. I'm notoriously bad at remembering that. And you are an easy one to send to because you often buy my products, and so I can just throw it in the next package. Perfect. Giveaway Sonic is fandom. Excellent. Oh, that's exciting. Yeah, we had an average of 10 viewers yesterday for the 6.5-hour stream that I did. And now we're looking at 15 right now. That's super exciting. If you guys liked that, I don't mind doing a giveaway from time to time on these random streams. So keep that in mind. Maybe that'll help draw more people in, is if they expect that I may do a random giveaway like that. Something we could start doing. Julian says that was 2 days ago. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that was 2 days ago because I didn't stream yesterday. That's right, yeah. All right, well, let's get back to the 3D modeling. I need to do a cutout of this. So let's duplicate this object. And we're going to make this edge less sharp here so it can work better as a cutout. And then the center point is already about in a good place, so I'm going to scale up from here. And we're going to cut this shape out of it. I'm going to duplicate this just to be safe. I think that's enough of a cut, but I don't... Is that deep enough? Yeah, that seems plenty deep. That'll catch with some glue. Thank you, Haiwa. Oh, YBZ says, I remember coming to the Knuckles hat giveaway and have been here since. That's how you first found my channel? That's awesome. Julian says, we must make a ritual so E-Scrubby joins. That's right, on that 6.5-hour stream, you guys were trying to ritual summon Tito, because E-Scrubby was already here, and Pink GameCube had showed up. It was fun. Alright. File. Export selection. Let's export this as leg, wing, left. And let's pull that into the slicing program to make sure that it works. Yep, no issues. Cool. So that object is ready to go. This one we're not done yet. We need to make it so that it matches the foot. So this one's going to just have another peg. Oh, and I haven't done the peg for this yet. I also have not combined these. There's a lot of work still needing to be done on this. Boolean's union. Oh, fandom came from the Fang video. Nice. Actually, that's a fun question for everybody. Where did you first find out about my channel? And what was the first stream that you were on? I think that's a fun question. Alright, so this I have made inserting, so then we're going to have one of these shapes. That needs to be the peg that goes in. Oh, for Fast Snacko, it was the trip video. Yeah, the trip video is still my most popular one. At least for Sonic stuff. Alright, I gotta get these lined up now. I want to make sure this has enough room to make sure that the magnets are actually touching, because this needs a lot of good structure. Then if I look at both of these now, it might not be matching. Yeah, so this whole piece needs to kind of pull in a little. And unfortunately, that's not really matching. Let's see, these two are for sure matching, so that fits in nicely. But the center of this isn't really like centered. What am I trying to say? If we look at this alone, the rotation isn't completely centered here. So I'm going to take these faces and just shift them up ever so slightly. That way that it just looks a little bit more like this rectangle part fully surrounds the rounded part. Oh, Julian found out about me on Instagram. Nice. Martin came for the Skylanders, but was more interested in the 3D printing and programming. Nice. Hi, Well says, I remember seeing one of your old Skylander videos and completely forgot about this channel, but I got recommended a different Skylanders video a while ago. Yeah, sorry I've been neglecting Skylanders lately. But the next video that's coming out is Chomp Chest, so Skylanders fans, be ready for that. Alright, so we're not done with this piece because we're going to have another leg piece down here. Let's hide these temporarily. I think that's a fair pivot for this. Oh, awesome. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I honestly was kind of surprised that people like to watch the 3D modeling. Like, I like to watch time-lapse of sculpting on ZBrush, but I've never really pursued watching somebody, say, sculpt live on ZBrush, you know? Okay, I feel like this is a good spot where it is. Let's duplicate these just in case I just decide to do something different with them. Look at all these extra pieces. I model so messy when I'm doing it like this. Okay, we'll Boolean union that. Oh, that's a little bit further forward than I wanted, actually. Yeah, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move this way back like this, but build out a little bit of structure to make it look more like it's mechanically intended to be this way. Cylinder. Wow, we got 16 viewers now, guys. We got a lot of people watching today. This is awesome. Anybody new to the channel who only discovered it from today? Okay, Chaos, first one, saw that, the grenade first. And just this little cylinder shape, just to make it not look like this random piece is just coming out of the toy. Yes, Wheel of Ice Cream Part 2 is probably going to be next weekend. I think I'm going to do it while we do the sale for Sonic Adventure upgrades. Oh, really, Julian? That was your first stream? For some reason, I thought you were around more often. Have you joined the Discord? Oh, yes, of course you have, because you posted the playlist to it. That's another shout out for anybody who has not joined the Discord. We have a good time there. We show each other the art that we're working on. A lot of good discussion about Sonic games and other games. So check out in the description, you'll find a page called Useful Links, and one of those useful links is the Discord. Somebody, YBZ just said, welcome to the channel, Maxi. And I feel like I recognize the name Maxi from the Discord or something, but I'm not seeing anybody named Maxi talking in the chat. Yeah, Maxi's the one with the, is that Ranma 1.5? So I wonder if I'm not seeing everybody's messages on chat. Oh, Julian is Maxi. Okay, gotcha. Votable says, I want Tabitha for Wheel of Ice Cream Part 2. Well, the problem is if I start allowing non-Sonic characters, then that opens the floodgates of doing things that are not Sonic. And so, unfortunately, I may have to... Well, you can make custom characters in Sonic. In Sonic Forces. Maybe I'll have to allow it. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I like that little design element there, so I'm going to now Boolean union these together. Let's start building out the structure of the next piece. So I actually think this piece is done. I don't like this here. Let's just put a little something there just to make it look. I don't like that flat panel there. Yeah, make a Sonic Forces Tabitha, and then if you win, if you get chosen on the Wheel of Ice Cream, I'll make the Sonic Forces version of it. That's how we'll do it. There we go. So that just makes that tie in a little bit better, so it doesn't just look like a flat panel there. That'd be really good. Ooh, I didn't realize it was going all the way through though. Let's select all these faces here then. Actually, it could be cool if that's kind of rounded. In fact, there needs to be 2 cubes there. Forgot about that. Get detail covering it anyway. Alright, so now we'll take all these pieces. Boolean union. Boolean union. There we go. So we got some nice detail in there. Yeah, exactly, fandom. Hey, Manuel Rodriguez says, "Hi, man. I'm glad to see your take on the Cyclone. I tried to make one, but gave up halfway. I did an Adventure 1 Tornado, though. Oh, nice. How'd you make it? Did you make it out of... Is it like 3D printed or some other method?" Snacko says, "I've just lost a fat-ass spider and I'm now shitting myself." Like a pet spider, you've lost it and it's somewhere around your house? Oh, nice. 3D print. So yeah, so Manuel, do you do 3D modeling and stuff then? And if so, what kind of printer and what program? Alright, I think this piece is ready to export though. Call it leg, thigh, left. Let's see how our print is doing. Oh, not even halfway. I thought it was going to be further. All right. Let's bring that in here now just to make sure that we don't have any issues with the file. Oh no, it does have non-manifold edges. All right, you guys get to watch me do some troubleshooting now. This is what I was dealing with all morning. Is the non-manifold edges being a problem or something else. So the first thing that I want to do is say mesh cleanup. And cleanup does a terrible job of actually cleaning the model. What I like to use it for is sometimes it'll show me non-manifold geometry by doing select matching polygons. And it doesn't think there's any non-manifold geometry. So that's a bummer. Now we have to start looking deep in here for, you know, Maya's basically not finding there is non-manifold geometry. Maya's just not finding it because it's not the best tool. So now we gotta go in here and like kind of look at this and think, where are things possibly messing up? Manuel says, "I want to make figures or customs for a living. I use Blender, and while my printer broke and there are no spare parts since they stopped making them." Oh, bummer. That's cool though. Good aspirations. Especially in the Sonic community, there's good opportunities for that. So another way sometimes I can find issues with geometry is, let's say I just delete one of these faces. And then I'll do append to polygon tool. And I'll click on one of the edges and then see if anything else turns purple. Yes! Oh wait, look, yeah, I think we found it. It looks like there's some sort of problem right here. Great, so that's given us a clue. So let's undo what I did, which was to delete that face. So there's something here that's a problem. Oh, nice. Actually changed their name, so now it matches the Discord. That's one of the things that can be tough is everybody has, not everybody, some people have different names on the Discord than on YouTube, so sometimes I'll forget. Okay, so we think that there's an issue somewhere here. I think there might be an extra edge here. Yes, there's something going on here. We've identified something. We might just be able to fill in that hole, and that might have been our problem. And usually these come in trios, like it'll say well, the error that was there was that there were 3 non-manifold faces. It's because it doesn't know which one is good and which one's bad. It just knows that there's one edge that shares 3 faces. So when I see an error of 3 non-manifold faces, I know that it's basically one error. And that's not going to work for us. Look how this area is messed up. That's going to be a bad face. Let's undo that. Yeah, there's something going on here with this vertex. Oof. Yeah, let's do this. Let's merge these 2 vertices here. Merge. Pen to polygon. There's still more issues. There's still something kind of not welded together here. So to fix that, I'm gonna just cut a nice and dirty line all the way through here. Oh wait, are there other... I've got other faces getting in the way. Like when I try to do the mouse here. Ah. There's other stuff getting in the way. I think that's just behind it though. So let me try this again. Let's just get a nice... I'm trying to get a cut on this edge here. But it's like prioritizing things that are behind it instead. Oh my gosh. Come on. From here to here. I just can't get it selected in there. Come on. So let's hit enter. And do the same thing. There we go. We got that line. Now we can select these 2 vertices. Edit mesh. Merge. Maxie says, Steak, I have a Reddit where I post some of my customs. Want me to send? Yeah, sure. Drop it in the Discord chat. Okay, that's looking cleaner. I'm not seeing any of the telltale signs of an issue with that. So let's save that. Let's triangulate again, just to be safe. And we'll bring it back in here, and maybe, hopefully, I fix the problem. Yes! Ha! So can you believe it? It's so hard. It is so hard. That one little face that we found. And Basedraw is absolutely right. Sometimes you just have to start over. Yes, you do. That's how bad some of these kind of problems can get when you're working dirty like this. So to recap what just worked here was Maya didn't detect any non-manifold edges, but it definitely did have them. And what I did was I deleted this face and then used the append polygon tool, which makes it highlight edges purple, where you can actually make it append polygons. So sometimes I notice, like, oh, if there's an issue with the mesh, it shows another purple line. That is the only reason I found the problem here. And luckily I found it pretty quick. It's because I've been doing this all morning, this kind of cleanup before the stream. I spent like 3 hours cleaning up this file of its hundreds of non-manifold edges. It's just the nature of building things in a dirty way like we are right now. Martin, I'm sorry I missed your message that you're saying goodnight. Hopefully you are still just watching a little longer and can hear me say thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Alright, so this piece is done. How exciting. So let's work on this foot. Let's see what we got file or structure-wise here. All of these are children of it. We don't want that anymore. And I'll call this group leg work group. I'm glad that I'm doing this in real time, like checking each piece, because if I had to go back and fix that later, that'd be a pain. So I want to get this guy in the right spot. Probably be right here. And we'll want this to be not so thick. Oh, perfect. So Martin did see me say thank you. Now have a great night. Thank you very much. Congrats, Votable Globe. You got 4 shares. Good work. Alright, so now this should match up nicely here, and we're going to build the rest of the leg around that. Alright, and because this has to be a real toy, I'm going to have to make a concession. And so I think I'm going to move it in even further. So here's the leg on its own. This is going to look weird though, if I move it in even further. I don't want to do that actually. Man, I have to make it... Gosh, this is a tough problem. Because I've already moved it in from what the game has, but it's not designed to be folded up properly as a toy. That's the problem. Like if this leg folds up, see how it's going to intersect with that geometry? And I think this whole foot is going to be over to the side like this. So it should be able to fold up nicely onto itself. Oh, nice. Nice work getting those subs. I almost wonder if... Let's do something kind of interesting. Let's group all this. So this would be thigh group. So now this entire group will rotate from the place it will actually rotate in the toy. Then we need to make this leg work group. I think this is in the right spot. That looks good. Put that inside of that group. And then we'll make this group a child of thigh group. Okay? And eventually we'll do the same for foot. And now I'm going to make an animation. I'm going to animate this at 0. I'll just do like 0 to 40 for rotate. like so. And I don't think it'll rotate, like this is for the hover mode, so I don't even think it'll need to rotate that much. And this needs to rotate quite a bit to get into hover mode. And see, now we're gonna see how we start to kind of hit different parts of the model. But I think that looks good enough for a hover mode. It's just gonna be really tight. That's what we need to watch out for. There's some of my stuff I want to keep people watching more. Yeah, YouTube can be such a fickle thing trying to do that, you know? Trying to get viewers and retain viewers and trying to be entertaining. Alright, so now I've got this little animation that folds them up. So as I'm 3D modeling, I can actually start to figure out exactly what I need to do to make it fold up nicely. Maxie says we got lag. Like my internet's lagging. Is that what you're saying? So we're already seeing some problems. We're going to need to have some kind of cutout here so that this doesn't intersect. Got pieces all over the place in this scene. Let's hide these other feet too. We don't need them. Yeah, see, it's just going to get so crunchy in here. What am I going to do? This is a hard problem. I don't want to make the leg too thin. Let's just start working with it and see what we end up with. I want to separate this. Yeah, this music is making me sleepy too. Mesh, combine, edit mesh, merge, mesh, quadrangulate, mesh, combine, all right, so we've got this. This is a relatively simple shape. First thing I think I'm going to do is insert an edge loop here. Then take this edge in. Add another edge loop here. Because now when I combine these, I'm going to need to make sure that there's a cutout shape right here. So let me create a cylinder. Yeah, I love this song. So this goes right in the center. cut this whole shape out of this part, just to make sure that there's nothing intersecting with what will be the actual joint. So now we got this nice cutout shape that will be added to this. Yeah, that would have been good, Maxie. I'm going to add a little bit of embellishment here. Just to make it a nicer design. We'll say edit mesh, extrude, scale it down. Now if I put this back in the right spot into the leg work group, now we can see with that animation that I made if it's going to work or not. Yeah, we have a problem. Some kind of double transformation here. So let's do edit, delete all by type history. Oh, that's a shame that it did that, but whatever. Yeah, it was something about the history was making it have a double transformation. And now we just got to buckle down and honestly say, like, hey, we're not going to be able to keep this shape because it intersects, right? So it's unfortunate. This is what we have to do to make it work for a toy. It's going to lose some of that shape. Select all these edges. And so that's what's great about this little animation we did, because now we don't need to manually move stuff and reset it. We can just put it into the right spot and then do our modeling changes at this state of the animation. How cool is that? And we are still intersecting a little bit there. But now that's getting pretty thin. So I'm inclined to just kind of make a little bit... Oh no, we can't. I was thinking of maybe pulling this out and like just doing the same idea but inverted. But then we're gonna hit against that. But I think this is okay. I'm gonna do something interesting here. So now that we know these should be able to slide against each other nicely. Let's edit this edge just slightly. I'd say we make like a little design thing here so that when it bunches up against this, it actually gets cut out. And that it's just part of the design. So let's add a little bit of design before I do that idea though. I think this is gonna work actually. So let me just fix up some of these things here. I want to move this over here. Pen to polygon. Let's quadrangulate again. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, so I want to make cube part right here. And look at that, we actually have another one of those issues that we saw earlier. Let's do an edit mesh merge, just see if that does it. It did fix it, okay. So you probably couldn't tell on stream, but one of those lines looked thicker. And that's how Maya shows you that there's like a gap between them, even if they're very close. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Votable Globe, your best average watch time is 6.5 seconds, or 6 minutes and 44 seconds. This video has 22 views, it's an hour long, and somehow someone who watched the whole way through. Yeah, it can be tough, man. Especially like, you know, playing games. It's a very saturated market, you know, like there's so many people doing that. Like, you know, we got a fair number of viewers here today, but if I was playing games, I'm sure I'd have a lot less viewers. It's just because there's so many people. You got to really figure out some gimmicks to stand out, you know. Like this video, this live stream right now is in the gaming category, but I'm like making games. Like it's kind of a, I think I've found a pretty cool niche, you know. And this isn't good advice, but the advice I would give is, you know, try to find your niche. It's not good advice because it's not really helpful. But, you know, and I don't have any, it's not helpful because I don't have any specific ways to help you find your niche, you know. Well, thank you, fandom. So I know there was a line going down here, so I want to add that design element first. So I'm going to do insert edge loop tool. I think I'll just take these faces and extrude them. Actually, an inner extrusion might look cool. Like that. Nah, I think it'd be better if it's just out. So let's make sure that this still works when it's folded up. Yeah, looks good. Let's take these faces. We'll just do like a little panel here. Do the same on this side. Oh, well, let's see. Do we have enough room to do that when we do this? There's not enough room. So we can put a panel here. See? If I didn't set up that animation, there would be like no way to... We would just be guessing if it would be good or not, you know? Ooh, Penguin, what is panel lines? Is that a feature in Maya? I am unfamiliar with it. Oh, just carved into it? Probably because, you know, the process that I've been doing has been to trace out the texture and then just to make the design language feel the same as what I got up here, basically. I don't think that shape is offensive. Going in like that, it's kind of the opposite of what it actually does, but I feel like it... Well, actually, guys, I think we have a problem. Yeah, I think this is a big problem. He's gonna look like he's all like bow-legged. Watch this. If I just duplicate these, group them, and scale it on negative. Does that look bad? Because the foot will be over to the right like this to make it mechanically correct for a toy. Does that look too bow-legged though? I'm afraid it does. Yeah, no worries. That's what I'm asking. Let's experiment with something. And this goes up. How close can I get it? I don't actually know what you mean by making it slide into place. Then extend to bow leg more to transform. Yeah, sorry, I'm not understanding the terms. If I take these faces, first of all, let's straighten this out. And then I think maybe it would be worth cutting out a bit of this. Maybe I can just get these panels to go as wide as I can get them. Take this whole section. Can extend to. So let me try to read this better. You take a page out of the Transformers book and let the lower leg slide into the correct place while standing. Then extend to bow leg mode to transform. Oh, I see. So a whole other mechanism. I'm not ready for that. I do exactly get what you mean. So, like, it would slide like this. There, let me do it in 3D. I understand now that when it's in standing mode, that it would, like, slide like this. And then when you're ready to fold it up, put it back. Yeah, I'm not good enough at mechanical modeling quite yet to be able to do that. Good idea, though. Totally feasible if that was in my repertoire. Well, unfortunately, the problem is I'm actually using these knee pegs with magnets. That's what's actually keeping them in. And so we would be separating from magnets in that case. Yeah, so let me show you Pit. So these are the two pieces of the joint as far as the test goes. And so the ringed parts are what, make it snap. And then, yeah, what you're talking about could happen if, see, these magnets are just so strong, but yeah, it could slide to a certain extent. You could actually kind of have it work, but yeah, so this is the mechanism that we made for that. I kind of like what I got going here, though. So this brings back that shape, because the leg is actually supposed to go out like this. So I actually do like what I got going on here. Because before I was just giving up on that, like that design language. It almost needs to be like a double knee joint here, but there's gonna be so many different magnets. Let's see if this mitigates kind of the bow-legged look if I move these this way. So this is where the foot's gonna be with this type of design. I'm not. It's gonna stay faceted like this. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Gas element. Ooh, that folds together pretty satisfyingly. I do want to cut a little bit out of here though. What is Big's Big Adventure? Is that like a fan-made game? The Knuckles series is, yeah, Paramount Plus. So let's see if this looks weird. I'll make this little cutout here. Uh-oh. Why is that? Oh, it's keeping the history of that. Huh. That actually looks pretty cool. How it grows in. But that is not what we want. Bastraw says how tall it's gonna be. Probably about this big, so like maybe 8 inches tall. Well, actually, this machine, this little gun with the upgrade, goes on top, so it gets probably a bit taller too. It's on a ball joint, so it can rotate around. I don't think I like that cutout there. Unless I did like a little bit of design to make it like make sense that it's something. Maybe I could do like a little multi-cut here. It's just the one that I found. I also like it better to, because a lot of people by default just think, oh, use the higher polygon one, and you'll save time. But you know, sometimes higher polygons can make things even worse just because you've got more things to edit. That, like, if it's super clean, yeah, that'll be great, but I'm doing so much here to make sure that each individual piece is, like, assemblable. Yeah, see, it's not about the details being sculpted, though. Like, if there were a lot of details, like, it's easier on the adventure one because it's these flat panels that I can... I'll just pull this apart right now to show y'all. So I'm designing it to be, like, as lightweight as possible, so it would be pretty hard to make all these cutouts and things that I need to do to make this fit together properly if it had more detail. So by putting in the detail myself and, like, doing a lot of original modeling, that it's definitely helping me make it for that reason. But, you know, it may have been easier if I had started with that, but... That is alternate reality Corey either having an easier or harder time. We will never know. Also, doing more work, I try to do things completely from scratch, and in this case, I'm not doing it from scratch. Uh-oh. Something weird is happening. There we go. The center of this is being weird. It's like the move tool isn't in the right spot for the component. Alright, cool. Thank you for being here for so long, Votable Globe. Oh man, we're almost at 3 hours. How much time do I have left? You mean before rehearsal? 3 hours. And now this kind of looks like it was designed to fold up nicely. Now that I put those edges there. Well, I try to sleep. Like, I don't choose not to sleep, Maxi. But I have really bad insomnia. Like, I end up with maybe 6 hours to 4 to 6 hours of sleep per night. But I'm actively sleeping, trying to sleep. I'm not staying here on my computer being like, you know, there's some people who brag about, like, oh, I stay up all night, I pull all-nighters and stuff. It's not good. And I don't try to do that. But a lot of times I just can't sleep. I'm very stressed at all times. I try a bunch of different medications and none of them have worked yet. It's been since I was 15, so it's about 20 years of insomnia. That's why I always got darkness under my eyes. But it does let me get more work done being unable to sleep, but I don't take pride in it, you know. So the other thing is, I just kind of arbitrarily rotated these. These aren't necessarily going to be... Let's see, how many rotations do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me double check that. Let me look on the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So what I needed to do when I animated these was make sure that they were animated in amounts of 10 So this one's close, so that's good. So 50 here is 10. And then hopefully this one's close to 10s. Yeah, negative 80. So this is actually what it's going to be. And I can take this a step further by making it stepped animation. So let me go to my animation editor. So we got lucky, actually. These arbitrary values that I did are actually pretty close to what it will be. Let me think about what I'm trying to say. I rotated these just randomly. Like, here's what it looks like folded up, but I shouldn't have done that. I should have animated in multiples of 36 degrees. Yeah, it's not going to be multiples of 10. It's going to be multiples of 36. Oh, guys, this is bad. This is real bad, actually. Shoot. So this needs to be 64. Oh, that's not bad for a fold up for that one, but now legwork needs to be also 64. Or 64 plus 36 would be 90, 100. Yeah, shoot, guys. Because these snap. Oh, man. Okay, let me try to illustrate this better. So let's go to 30 here. We'll make this one negative 64. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 36 plus 36 is 72. And then negative 36. And then this needs to be 36, 72. Oh, this is so bad. Okay. Actually, this works out. Let's see, if this is at 36. Does that look good folded up? It looks all right. So do you guys understand the reason why this is a problem? It's because these aren't rotating freely. These have to rotate in angles of 36. Because it's 10 snaps, and then it's 360 degrees divided by 10 makes it 36. So then if this was 0, 36, 72. This one is 20. Oh my gosh, I'm having troubles. 0. Negative 36. Negative 72. Alright, so now I've changed the animation so that it snaps. So these are our options now. Still not terrible, actually. Especially if the thigh only goes to 36. Oh, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. I'm not sure, Chaos Element. It could be fun if they spun. Alright, so I hope everybody understands what I did there. It's the fact that these don't spin freely, it's the snapping. And so when I animated it, I just did it all willy-nilly. And then I would have printed it and found, oh, this doesn't necessarily work. But now I've done it with the right numbers, and it looks like it's all right. So you'll move the leg joint back 1 and the knee joint forward 2. And that's how you'll fold it up. And this is the position that it'll be when folded up. And it looks like it still works. So that's the difference. Instead of being that smooth value, it's going to look like this. And I'm quite pleased with that. Whew, that was scary, because that would have meant I would have to go back and rework like the angles of where it is. And I just didn't think about it at the time. So we got very lucky today. It is not pit. I had to do it to make sure that it would clear it. This project's all about compromises. It will never look just like in game, because in game everything is intersecting with itself. Yes, Base Straw. Yeah, I know you guys are seeing it look wrong proportion wise, but it's just what I gotta do to make it work. I'm gonna go grab some more water and go to the bathroom, and I will see you guys in just a couple minutes. Yep, sorry, I keep muting myself when I leave. Yes, I was saying, welcome back, Pro Tyler. And I'm saying, I like this shape here. Base draw, look what's happening to this. Isn't that weird? That's so weird. Don't like it. The manipulator's going all weird and crazy. And let's take these two edges. This vertex. I'm just going to pull them in a little bit to give them a slight angle. Yeah, cool little shape there. When this folds up, we're going to have some structure here for the next joint for the foot. The question is, where do I want the foot to rotate from? Mesh, combine. Maybe just a little bit of this structure, like this foot being to the side here, will, I mean, it may contribute to the bow-leggedness, but it's just what I have to do. But like maybe it's building some structure here will help. And I have this much space to like fill it in. Let's see. Yeah, so I want to figure out where I want to pivot the foot first of all. I just heard a big noise from the printer, so I want to make sure nothing bad happened. Yep, still going. 95%, let's go. Guys, I don't see a reason I can't make this wheel spin. We could even just do another ball joint if we wanted. Because it... Oh, that brings up another question. Do we want a ball joint for the foot? No. No, I don't want to do that because I want it to just stay on one snapped angle and it needs to support everything really well. So the question is, where do I want this foot to pivot from? I feel like that looks good, because if we were... Oh, the pivot's getting messed up. Because I moved the pivot while it was animating. I feel like this is a good pivot, just somewhere in this general area. So we're going to make a group called foot group. And we're going to move the pivot to where I think the foot should be. And that's pretty good right there. And this guy will rotate in increments of 36. Yeah, I like where that is. Let's build that out now. So without cutting any out of this, that's not going to be good. I need to take this and put it like this close, but we need to cut out a shape from that. So I guess I'm just going to create a cylinder. You think the foot and wheel should be attached to the thigh? What do you mean? Do you mean shin? Because I considered this the thigh. Do you mean that like all of this should just be one piece instead of letting you articulate the foot? Because the problem with that is anybody who wants to do like stop motion animation with it, you're not going to be able to rotate the foot in any reasonable way to have like a run cycle or something. Do you think it should just be one piece? I don't want to do that because if I don't articulate the foot, then the posability, the only point that matters for the posability is to fold them up. Is your reasoning because it doesn't look good with the foot off to the side like this? I can also certainly make two versions. Because if I want to make him like do like a jump, the foot needs to rotate, then the shin needs to come up, and then the thigh down. So that's a good question. Do I want to make this, like, how important is it to me that it has the ability to basically just extend up? I don't know if I'll ever do that. Yeah, maybe the point is just to make it foldable. I think you're right. It would simplify things. Yeah, because this isn't looking great. I mean, the other thing I was thinking of doing was maybe adding some extra geometry here that goes around. I think you're right. I think the point of this is more just for the folding. I think I agree. Am I willing to make that decision yet? Because especially with what I was talking about, how it only does 36 at a time, I realized it's not going to be good for animation either. So like I was trying to make it so people could really dynamically pose it. And then that'll help me with some of the bow-leggedness, because then I can kind of put these in a middle ground between the two. Well, that doesn't really work. I do want the middle ground, but I do need to add some kind of geometry right here. It's just a shame that it changes the design so much, because the original is just impossible to do. Thanks, Bassstraw. DDC. Deuce Deuce Chief. Good having you here. Yeah, let me do this. Let me do a save scene as, do Cyclone before foot articulation. So if I want to go back to it, I can add that articulation later. Yeah, I agree, Fandom. I can make the foot larger, and that would help it stand even better too. Alright, so I've saved this as just like a scene so I can go back to. I'm going to save it as again, back to the original file that I was doing. That'll save us 4 magnets across the entire project too. Freddy and Friends says, actually what? Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I am just going to widen this. Why is the pivot way over there? It's doing some weird stuff. What we could also do, we could make this part longer so that all of this, oops, you make it so that all of this, oh my god, sorry guys. Is further out this way. That might be better proportions. Yeah, let's do that down the line. Let's keep working on the foot. Yeah, just because I'm worried these are practically going to be touching once they're all duplicated. So like if I just duplicate this group, flip it. Now that I see it like that, it's not terrible, but yeah, we'll just pull out the whole leg. Let's go ahead and do that now, just while I'm thinking about it. I'm going to delete all these work in progress joints. All this stuff here, just so it's easier for me to select stuff. Ooh, perfect, Chaos Element. Yeah, Soap Shoes and Cyclone. Yeah, we'll just cheat this out a little bit. This thing, we can just extend it like so. Uh-oh. Why is there 2 objects there? What is the other one? Why are there 2? I must have accidentally duplicated somewhere. I think that's a little bit better. At least it'll... Is that too much though? Seems really wide now. What do you guys think? Here's what it'll look like mirrored. Is that too wide now? Because I widened up this part. I put the leg further out so he can have a wider stance. Now he looks like he may have just like way too wide of hips. Maybe split the difference. Yeah, I'll just split the difference. See, I've accidentally made duplicates of everything. This in the center like so. Yeah, I think this will work out. Many compromises to make on this model. I think we can like take this and bevel it. That could look cool. Maybe that'll help it look slightly better. I dig that. All right. Start working on this piece. This has a lot of cool designs on it. There we go. I needed to reset the position there. That was crazy. I was doing some weird pivot stuff.
Burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me knuckles. Give me a box.
Doing these shapes a little bit of a smarter way than previously. So I'm just making the shape that I extruded one unit each time, and then I can just rotate that and stick it in here nicely. Should have been doing that the whole time. Just a nice consistent shape now, where I wasn't getting consistency before.
Sometimes I wanna just chill and land, but I'm the protector of the emeralds and gems. Stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they tryna throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me knuckles, give me a box.
I don't think I'm going to put the detail into the feet here. I think I want to just make them nice and solid flat, because you won't necessarily see the bottom, but I want to make sure that it has a good solid flat part. So I'll have this little gap at least, but I want as much surface area to touch the ground as possible. Bring some of this geometry up to help solidify it to the rest of the leg too. Uh-oh, strange things are happening. Hey, what's up, Blue Speed? Not much. We are almost done with this thing. Whew. We are getting there. Oh, I totally forgot about this fin. This fin needs to be down here.
Gotta go straight. Any criminal, crime don't pay. Seen a place look Eggman's
I feel like I've forgotten about that part for a long time. You can see we were setting it up so that it properly moves, or making sure that it fits together well. We had to make some compromises because the self-intersection in the game can't happen in a real toy. So to make it fold up, it has to be a little bow-legged. That's just the nature of what we're doing though. If this works out well as a product for people to buy and I'm able to print it well and people like it, I think I will do Eggmans. I'll definitely be taking a break from mechs after making this one though. This is some hardcore stuff. Lots of serious modeling work. I want to add a little something more here. In fact, we can add a lot more here, and that'll help it look less bow-legged. You can add some kind of shape through here. I don't want to do that because I've animated it so that I can know what it looks like when it's folded up at the right angles. And what it's telling me is there's a big gap right here that we can add some things to. Yeah, I bought decals. I bought like a decal printer paper that's supposed to be able to be like a rub-on decal. But I think our print finished. Yeah, let's go grab this. What's up, Landon Drawings? So here's the pieces. Let me just pull some of the supports out of this and just see how well it fits together. Let's see. Oh man. This piece came out in pretty good detail. It took 2 hours just for this little thing, the 2 pieces that I did. The detail is coming out well for an FDM printer. Oh, we're getting there, YBZ. These pieces just came off the printer. I'm doing all right, Landon. Pretty tired, but we are very close to being done with this. you put it sideways. So here it is. Oh, I may have left too much of a gap. Also, this doesn't feel good. The snap is way too hard on this. Did I get a measurement wrong? This feels like I'm... Let's see. Oh, yeah. What the heck? Here's the 101.5%, and it does exactly what I expect. This one's too tight. I wonder if it's the orientation that I printed it with, or... Yeah, this feels just like the tan one, the 102%. And I'm worried that it's because I did it on a different quality. Maybe better quality made it tighter. Even 102% isn't that tight. This just feels really tight. Maybe not. Yeah, I think it's fine, actually. But people may actually like the free rotation one better. Let's see. I don't like how I left that gap in there. I don't know, there's just something that doesn't feel good about this. But another piece down. Ooh, I'm getting pretty tired. Let's finish up this foot. Then I'll call it a day. Let's add a little bit of geometry right in here. How do I want to do that? Do we have any pieces that we could reuse that could be cool? I like this shape. Let's add a little bit of this in there. Yeah, we're getting close, YBZ. I also haven't done the booster upgrade yet. I might do that a different day. I just want to add a little bit of a greebly to this. Just to make the leg look a little bit thicker, you know. And I want to figure out how to make that wheel spin. I think people would like a spinning wheel. Nice, yeah. I forgot you have a legless tails. This will fit perfectly in there. So you can see another good reason that I've added this animation or I guess probably the same reason I've been talking about this whole time, is that I can know exactly where I can place things without them intersecting when it's folded up. No worries, Malamations. Good to have you here. We're getting close to the end of the stream. Just adding some little greebly bits here. Ooh, did you find any good toys? Oh, bummer. Alright, so now I've just got that little extra piece there that helps kind of thicken this up. You can even get it a bit thicker too. We had to make him a little bow-legged to physically fold. But now that he's folded up, I can add in a little bit of this thickness. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Looks very professionally designed to fit together. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so we want to make this a wheel that can actually spin. Just gonna make well, actually I'm afraid that I need it for structure. Actually, yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry for those of you who wanted this to rotate, but I'm afraid that yeah, I just don't know if a spinning wheel is gonna give me the structure to hold up the whole thing, you know. I'm afraid it needs to be part of the print. I know, I wanted to do it. I thought it'd be cool. Yeah, I have to have a good solid base for him. Fandom says, "Hey Steak, to go with the Cyclone, will you please think of making gun robots?" Yeah, I think we need to. You can't not have gun robots. Yeah, right? Oh, nice. Chaos Element says Mechasonic also has frozen wheels. Good to know. I do know him. Yep. He was in the stream on Friday. Nice. He says, I hope Jakks gets to make Mechasonic Mark II sometime soon. Yeah, that'd be cool. Oh no. What you meant to buy was sealer, not primer. Shoot. Yeah, that's rough, man. Sorry to hear that. I might place the ceiling further back so it's not intersecting with that cool geometry I got there. Damn, yeah, that's so. I'm so paranoid about that. Like, I have a bottle of, it's black spray paint that just says gloss protective enamel, and I always think of that as like a sealer. And sometimes I go to grab it, I'm like, oh, I did not. That would have been a bad thing to do. What was the model that you were making? One of your stupid OCs? I don't think OCs are stupid. That's especially painful if it's something that's close to you that you really like, and then you spray it. Luckily, I've never accidentally done that, but I always worry about doing it. Sorry to hear that. All right. Guys, I think that's it. No, it's not it. I just discovered a problem. I'm gonna cheat this down. The reason I'm cheating it down is because I don't want to risk the top part. Let's see. Let's just keep all this together. Check this out. Let's make sure that all of this rotates. Yeah, see, I've made it so that it clears that wing nicely. That could have been bad. Whew. All right, yeah, this is perfect timing to be done because I am getting pretty tired. I definitely need a break before I got rehearsal in 2 hours. I need to chill a little bit. This is a good stream. We had a good average of above 10 people. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for staying for so long. Give a little bit of greebliness to that. Woo! Thank you, Maxie. Oh yeah, I'm rehearsing for a musical. It's a musical called Jekyll and Hyde, based on the story of Jekyll and Hyde, the guy who makes a potion and then goes crazy. And I don't know. Yeah, I think. Maxie, you joined recently, so you don't know. I was in another play recently, so I disappeared from the internet for like a month while I got busy with this. This was my first musical ever, and they cast me as the villain. And it's pretty neat. Each night we were performing to about 200 people, and we did 10 performances. And this song is like my intro song, and I'm talking about how I'm a lawyer, and lawyers are sharks and stuff. It's a really cool part. So now in this new one, I am General Lord Glossop. He's like a guy who tries to stop Jekyll and Hyde from doing medical experiments. And spoiler alert, he gets killed. I want to add one little panel here, just because I feel like it's kind of missing without it. So let's just make a little cube. Just a little bit of paneling to make it look like something is going on there. Maybe an access panel of some kind. All right. Well, we had to make some concessions to make it work for a toy, but I think this works out pretty well. So next is the process of getting it all printed. Hopefully you guys should be seeing me paint this on stream. Let's read out the names. So again, this was a long stream, and Streamlabs doesn't show me everybody's names, but so future Corey, who's making this video, will be putting these names in the video. So if you haven't chatted, chat now. We got Martin McBride, YBZ, Julian, Fast Snacko, Freddy and Friends 2014, Fandom Lover, Chaos Element, Mess of a Desk, Highwell Plays, Sparkle Wolf 404, Base Draw 8, Pro Tyler Adventures. I'm scrolling through the chat. See more people. Votable Globe and Tabitha. Julian. If I didn't read out Julian already, but I think I did. Oh, that's right, because Julian's name change. Julian, do you want to be Julian or... oh, why am I trying to blank? Or Maxi? What would you prefer? And if you don't know, I read out all the names of who watched the streams when I make the final video for these. Manuel Rodriguez. Manuel Rodriguez. Why can't I say that? Rodriguez. Pitt was in here. But I think the chat isn't showing me Pitt. Oh, Pitt Penguin 123. There we go. Let's see. Scrolling. Did I say base draw already? I think so. Blue Speed. Landon Drawings. Malamations. Oh man, my eyes are having troubles reading. This is the right time to stop. Yarn Yoshi's here, right at the end. Welcome. And yeah, that looks like all the names. Oh, Mr. Camzilla, how's it going? Yeah, so that is everybody that Streamlabs is showing me. I'm sure there's more earlier on, and maybe I'll go back to the YouTube video and check that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I look forward to actually putting this beast of a machine together. Ooh, very exciting. Have a great rest of your day. It's still day for me, and I will talk to you all later. Anybody who hasn't subscribed, please subscribe, and check out the links in the description. You will find the Discord. Join us on there. See ya. Oh, Malamation says, wait, I have a question. I'll say, why don't you go ahead and ask that on the Discord, and I'll be able to answer it there.